Get one ready.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Chair Sereno, Vice Chair Chavez, Ranking Member Hicks Hudson, and members of the Senate Finance Committee. Thank you for this opportunity to offer interested party testimony about House Bill 96, Ohio's budget. I am asking that the Foster to College Scholarship Amendment 0957 be included in the budget. My name is Jaleesa Brown, and I am a former foster youth. I spent 11 years in foster care and aged out at 18. My emancipation took place without me, without my knowledge, and without any transitional planning. I was emancipated while in Dayton pursuing higher education. During my second semester, I was kicked out of my dorm and school. I reached out to my caseworker afterwards and learned that I had been emancipated and was no longer in foster care. This was my first episode of homelessness. This was the beginning of my post-secondary education journey. Ohio ranks in the bottom 10% nationally for foster youth outcomes in areas such as high school graduation, employment, and post-secondary enrollment. This significantly increases the chances of poverty, arrest, teenage pregnancy, substance abuse, and homelessness. The Foster to College Scholarship Act makes post-secondary education more accessible to a vulnerable population. Not only will this provide funding for tuition fees and other costs that aren't covered by existing state and federal funding, scholarships, and grants, but it also includes a foster care navigator, a knowledgeable and supportive person who will help youth navigate through college, identify and remove barriers while encouraging them along the way. It took me almost a decade to obtain a 4-year degree. I continue to hit every wall year after year as I continue my post-secondary education journey. I experienced teenage pregnancy, homelessness, domestic violence, depression, lack of support, guidance, and hope. I've slept in my car, went days without showering, went days without eating, and went hungry. I faced all of these challenges while being a single mom, working multiple jobs. I did not only experience these challenges, but I survived them. I graduated top of my class with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a certification in violence prevention. I am part of the 3% of former foster youth to obtain a 4-year degree. But again, it took almost a decade. The Foster to College Scholarship Act will make these journeys easier and shorter for future foster youth and will increase graduation rates. Good parents ensure their children reach essential milestones. That's finishing high school, pursuing higher education or trainings, and achieving stable employment. Currently, the state, as the legal guardian of 16,000 children in care, is falling short. House Bill 96 offers the state an opportunity to fulfill its responsibility and at minimum act as a supportive parent. When foster youth are given the fair opportunity, they give back to their communities. Many of us choose careers in service and leadership precisely because we understand what it means to need support. Investigating in Ohio's foster youth now will decrease the millions of dollars in the future that's currently been spent on former foster youth through incarceration, chronic homelessness in shelters, and public assistance. As foster youth thrive, we will multiply the impact of the state's initial investment. Invest in Ohio's foster youth and we'll invest back in Ohio. I'm the proof of it. I started out in the juvenile court with probation and diversion. I went to Hamilton County Sheriff's Department as a deputy. I've served as a case manager for individuals experiencing homelessness, and now I do full-time foster youth advocacy. Every young person is just one caring adult away from becoming a success story. And those stories can begin with each and every one of you. Together, we can create a different narrative, one where every child has a chance to thrive. You have the remarkable chance to be the caring adults who transform the lives of hundreds, perhaps thousands, of current and future foster youth. By doing so, you're not just providing support, but you're building a bridge to brighter futures and better outcomes. Thank you, and I'm open to any questions.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Any questions? Senator Ingram.
Thank you. Thank you for your perseverance. 10 years. I think I took that long to get my 2 degrees too. But I do want to ask you about the foster care navigator and what your expectation is for that position.
So the foster care navigator will mimic Ohio Reach. Are you familiar with the Ohio Reach program? Yes, so it'll mimic their foster care liaisons. That's ongoing training. That is prioritizing foster youth, registration, helping them ensure that they're actually kind of checking the boxes of all of the financial aid. So that's your Pell Grant, that's ETV, that's Chafee funding. And then after all of that, that's where this was stepping. So those are the expectations. I'm gonna highlight the ongoing training, trauma-informed training.
Follow-up?
Thank you for that. Do you believe though that those relationships should be built before the junior, senior year? So a lot of times it's that senior year, which is sometimes a little, but
Yes, Senator Ingram. So I believe that all of that time is actually vital. And as the coordinator and founder of the Hamilton County Youth Advisory Board, that's actually something we're currently working on as far as getting the foster care liaisons to partner with Ohio Reach. So there's actually a clear roadmap and a clear pathway and accountability to bridge that gap and make sure that happens that way. But I think you may be onto something when it comes to that.
All right, any other questions? Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Monica Burks from the Center for Responsible Lending.